A very warm welcome to all. Myself, Dr. Pooja Katoj, and in this topic, I'll be discussing about digestion and absorption in human being. It is an important topic from the point of view of competitive exams and also subjective exams of CBSE and ICSE both. It is also important because in your body, one whole system is dedicated to specific digestion and absorption. So, in this topic, we'll be discussing about what is nutrition, why is it required by our body, what are different modes of nutrition, what are nutrients, what are steps of holozoic nutrition, that is how does our body take in the food and nutrition, and also we'll be discussing about digestive tract of human being along with its diagrammatic representation. Thank you. So let's begin with our first lecture, digestion and absorption in human being. Discussing about the preview of the lecture, we'll be discussing in this what is nutrition, the types of nutrients, mode of nutrition, steps of holozoic nutrition, digestive system of man, along with its diagrammatic representation. So before we jump on to what is digestion, we need to know what is nutrition. So the sum total of the process by which living organism obtains substances, here by saying substances we are referring to food, which are necessary for growth, maintenance and meeting energy need, is known as nutrition. So when we simply take in the food which is in solid or liquid form, this process of taking in of food is referred to as nutrition. Now our food is composed of different chemical substances which are referred to as nutrients. Types of nutrients. Broadly, we have categorized the constituents of food into macronutrients and micronutrients. So what are macronutrients? They are the larger chunk in our food. They are also known as the proximate principle of the food. This is one of the MCQ question. What are the proximate principle of the food? They are the macronutrient. Examples of macronutrients will refer to carbohydrate, protein, lipid and fats. Again MCQ question. What are carbohydrate? Either it is macro or micro. So the answer is macronutrient. Carbohydrate, protein, lipid and fats are the macronutrient. Talking about the micronutrient, they do not constitute a major chunk in our food, but still they are important because they are known as protective principles of the food. Why protective principles of the food? Because their deficiency can cause major diseases, for example scurvy and beriberi. The examples of micronutrients are vitamin, minerals and water. These are again MCQ question, these two. What are the protective principles of the food? So micronutrients, and the examples of micronutrient, vitamin, minerals and water. Mode of nutrition. Broadly, we can categorize the mode of nutrition, the way of taking in of food, into two main categories: autotrophic and heterotrophic. So what are autotrophic, or what is the autotrophic mode of nutrition? It refers to self-feeding. That means the organism will self-feed or will make organic molecule directly from the energy of the sun or either from the chemical oxidation. These will include primary producers. When we talk about primary producers, we are referring to plants. They synthesize organic molecule from the inorganic substance. The examples are plant, protists and some bacteria. Autotrophic mode of nutrition is further divided into photoautotrophs and chemoautotrophs. Photoautotrophs refer to those organisms which derive organic molecule from energy of the sun, and the process of deriving organic molecule from the energy of the sun is referred to as photosynthesis. This is again MCQ question. How do photoautotrophs obtain their nutrition? Talking about the chemoautotrophs, they derive organic molecule from the chemical oxidation, and the process of deriving organic molecule through chemical oxidation is referred to as Chemosynthesis. Again, MCQ question. How do chemoautotrophs derive their nutrition? They derive their nutrition from chemical oxidation, and this process is known as chemosynthesis. Heterotrophic mode of nutrition. When we talk about heterotrophic mode of nutrition, it means the organism is feeding on the other sources to obtain organic molecule. These include consumer. They get organic molecule from the other organism, example animal and fungi. So this category can broadly be divided into further three categories, namely consumers, detrivores and saprophytes. So consumers, they are the organism which ingest organic matter, living or recently killed. Examples, herbivores and scavengers. This is again MCQ question. How do what is the mode of nutrition of consumers? So they ingest organic matter, living or which is being recently killed. Examples are herbivores and scavengers. Talking about the detrivores, these are the organisms which ingest non-living organic matter. Example, earthworm. Again, this is MCQ question. Saprophytes, these are organisms which ingest non-living organic matter by secreting digestive enzymes. Example is fungi. Again, MCQ questions. Steps of holozoic nutrition includes ingestion, that is simply taking in food. Second step being digestion, which is the conversion of complex molecule into simpler absorbable form. Third is the absorption, where the organic molecule which is being formed is transported to blood. Assimilation, new organic molecules are formed by the compilation of different simpler organic molecules. And lastly is egestion, where the food which is undigested and unutilized is thrown out of the body. So what is ingestion? As we discussed, the process of intake of food is referred to as ingestion. Simply, the intake of food which may be in solid or liquid form is referred to as ingestion. The food can be macrophagous or microphagous. Macrophagous constituting the larger bulk. Microphagous, it refers to the food with smaller chunks. Digestion. It is defined as, this is MCQ question, it is defined as the process of conversion of complex food substance into simple absorbable form is referred to as digestion. It is carried out both by mechanical and biochemical method. This is again MCQ question. By mechanical, they are referring to the peristaltic movement which takes place during the movement of food from mouth to different parts of the alimentary canal, and by saying biochemical method, they are referring to all the catalytic reactions which are taking place during the movement of food from mouth to different parts of the alimentary canal. Absorption. Digested food material is transported to blood or lymph from gut. So simply the absorption takes place in blood, as we know, and when the food gets transported from the gut, that is the alimentary canal, to different lymph and blood is referred to as absorption. Assimilation. The absorbed food material is used to synthesize new useful molecule is referred to as assimilation. This is again MCQ question. What is assimilation? So simply the absorbed food material when is used to synthesize new useful molecule is referred to as assimilation. Egestion. The undigested and unutilized food material is thrown out through anus is referred to as egestion. So this is the diagrammatic representation of the alimentary canal of man. This is the anterior most opening referring to the oral cavity, followed by mouth, followed by esophagus, then stomach, leading to small intestine, and then large intestine, and the undigested food is thrown out through anus. So if we are to draw a flow chart, it will be first is mouth, second comes the vestibule, which is the area between your teeth and gum on one side and cheek on the other side. The oral cavity, followed by the pharynx, esophagus, followed by stomach, small intestine, large intestine, and anal canal. This is again MCQ question wherein you'll be told to fill in the gaps, either like mouth will be given and followed by spaces on second and third. You'll be told to fill the second and third in correct order. So that's it for this lesson.